Good morning, this is Bob Iaccino, Chief Market Strategist, Head of Research at TrendyTrade.com. So a slow data week, but synchronized global growth is the theme pushing stocks higher, at least on the open this morning. I'm looking at the Dow right now, up about 37, so not much, about 1/4%, but you had record highs last week on the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ. The S&P went above 2,500 for the first time. The NASDAQ now over the last 12 months is up 25%. So the interesting chart that had been shown around a lot, including by people like myself, where you saw the Fed balance sheet tracking the S&P 500 has now split. The S&P is going up, Fed balance sheet is flat, and we've got a Fed meeting this week where the Fed is expected to announce that they're going to normalize that balance sheet. So you would expect that Fed balance sheet line to go down, yet stock markets are still going up. Part of it not showing up in the bonds. The synchronized global growth story is not showing up in bond yields yet because we don't have inflation. So there's still sort of a safe haven with the threat of North Korea and other geopolitical events, as well as the idea that there's just no inflation, so why should longer end bond yields rise? They will at some point, they haven't started yet. Still got strength in the pound, strength in the euro. There's potential for a snap election in Japan. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is talking about announcing an election in October to strengthen his support because there's chaos in the opposition party and his approval ratings have gone up 5%. Now, crude oil jumped on the open this morning, reaching a high of 50.85, opened at 50.44. There's definitely a bullish tone underlying crude oil. Rig counts have fallen again, 4 out of 5 weeks down now in rig counts, with the one exception being 759 to 759. In other words, that one exception was flat rig counts. So we've definitely got the potential for more declines in U.S. production in terms of the rate of growth, not lower production, but the rate of growth could slow down. And the IEA last week announced that there's an increased expectation for demand, again, coming from that synchronized global growth. So we've got strength across the globe. U.S. at least has fair to sideways data. The rest of the globe showing good economic data. This is a slow economic data week, so we're pointing mostly toward that Fed meeting where, again, they're supposed to announce balance sheet normalization. In terms of rate hikes, 1% chance that they'll change the direction of rate at this particular meeting. This is Bob Iaccino for TrendyTrade.com. Chief Market Strategist and the Head of Research, and coming soon, Trendy Trade Hedge, and check out Trendy Trade Pro as well.